Good morning. Welcome to Greensboro, North Carolina, home of Carolina Aircraft. I'm George Johnson, the Bonanza Man, and today we're here to introduce to you a very nice one-owner 2006 Bonanza G36, November 888 Tango November. Actually, the N number right now is November 888 Tango, but the owner wants to keep his original N number, and so we're adding an N to the end of it. We have an N number reserved, 888 Tango November. Let's take a look. This beautiful G36 only has 470 hours total time since new. The engine was replaced at 75 hours total time under warranty because the original engine had an oil leak, and so this engine only has 395 since new, since factory new. The airplane's equipped with factory air conditioning. It has a Continental IO550 300 horsepower special edition engine with the Continental version of the GAMI style fuel injectors, the balanced fuel injectors. In addition to that, it has a 3-blade heated prop. November 888 Tango November has beautiful paint and beautiful interior. It looks brand new. The airplane has always been hangared, and all the maintenance has been done in a Beechcraft dealer shop or by the Continental factory when they put in a new engine. The airplane is really in great shape. It has stainless steel screws and fasteners, and the colors are beautiful. It has a deep blue stripe, a camel stripe on white. The tail on 888 Tango November is in perfect condition. There are no hail pings, there's no corrosion. It's just like new. This is as close to a new G36 Bonanza as you can get without buying a brand new one. 888 Tango November has the big double cargo doors and a beautiful leather interior. Let's take a look. This G36 has a beautiful leather interior that's in really great condition. Take a look at the seats, the side walls, the headliner, and the airplane has a beautiful mahogany cabin table that goes right here. It's not installed right now. The owner had the seats turned around forward facing. This has club seating, so you can reverse the seats and turn all the seats around forward facing because he has small children. And we reversed the seats, but we have not reinstalled the cabin table yet. There are 4 screws that you have to put in to install the cabin table, and to be honest with you, I didn't have a screwdriver long enough, so we've got to do that when the maintenance shop is here. But look how much room you have in this interior. I'm almost 6 feet tall. I've got plenty of headroom. I've got a lot of leg room. Got a nice armrest here. We also have XM satellite weather and XM radio installed in the airplane, so your passengers can listen to XM radio, change the volume and the channel of what they're listening to back here in the back. Take a look at this beautiful decluttered instrument panel. 888 Tango November has the new Garmin G1000 glass panel. It's fully integrated with the GFC 700 Autopilot Flight Director slaved HSI system with altitude and vertical speed pre-select and yaw down. Let's take a look at the functionality of this great panel. Let's take a look at the functionality of the pilot's primary flight display. Up here in the left-hand corner, this is your nav 1 and nav 2, and basically we just dial the frequency in and flip-flop it when we have the nav information in there. Coming across, we have your airspeed bar, and this has your airspeed that the airplane's going at, plus it has your different reference speeds already calibrated in there. And as your speed gains and you get into the area where you are not going to stall the airplane, this red will go to white and then green. Moving across, we have your artificial horizon. It's a glass panel, as you can see. And then we have your altitude bar. This is your vertical speed indicator, and you set your altitude right up here. You can see I changed the altitude for your altitude pre-select and that sort of thing, so you can level off at a certain altitude. This is your COM 1, just like the nav. You dial in the frequency and flip-flop it back and forth. Down here on the bottom we have an inset for a moving map display, and this inset came on automatically because we're showing some traffic nearby. The airplane is equipped with active traffic, the Avionics active traffic system. We have your slaved HSI over here, and you can put in your GPS course and just a lot of different information. And then your transponder information is input right down here. The airplane is equipped with the GFC 700 autopilot flight director slaved HSI system. This autopilot system annunciator panel is right over here in the center, along with your audio panel for both the pilot and co-pilot. Now let's take a look at the multifunction display. At the top, just like we had on the pilot side, we have nav1 and nav2, and we can dial in the frequency and flip them back and forth. And then we have information in the middle, and then we have COM1 and COM2, just like we had on the pilot side. Over here on the left, we have all of your engine gauges, and these are digital and analog readouts. And they actually turn red if you're at red line, or yellow if you're in the yellow. And so it's more intuitive than just standard gauges that are on an airplane. In the center we have a moving map, and you can actually put several different pages and a lot of information in here. As you can see, you have traffic going across the screen, but we have a traffic page. You can see the two aircraft displayed on there within 6 nautical miles. And then we have an XM weather page, and we can get weather all across the U.S. with XM weather. This is a 500-mile range, and of course I can change the range to look at weather closer and that sort of thing, but there's not much weather out there today. And then we have your TALS, or terrain page, and you can see we're on the ground, so everything's going to be red around us. Anyway, it is a great display, and one of the most modern panels available in general aviation. Now, to the right of this panel, we have your backup instruments. We have a backup airspeed indicator on the top, and then a backup battery-powered artificial horizon, and then a secondary altimeter. Now let's take a look at the pilot's control wheel. In the front of the control wheel, we have a push-to-talk or mic button. On the top, we have an autopilot disconnect button. We also have a control wheel steering button that brings up your flight director and your artificial horizon. We have an electric trim switch that's easy to activate with your thumb. In the center of the control wheel, we have a control wheel clock. This also serves as a flight timer or to time an approach. On the right side of the control wheel, we have a map light button. This puts a light in the lap, also a light in the outside air temperature gauge, and your compass. We also have a map light on the control wheel of the co-pilot. On the top, we have a transponder ident button, and this is a clearance replay switch. In case we did not hear ATC clearly or want it repeated, we can replay the last transmission from ATC. If you want one of the nicest G36 Bonanzas available anywhere in the country, you've got to come visit Carolina Aircraft in Greensboro, North Carolina, and see November 888 Tango November. This airplane is equipped with a hot prop, factory air conditioning. It has XM satellite weather and XM music. It has the G1000 Garmin glass panel, complete with XM satellite weather, TALS B terrain avoidance. The paint and interior are in excellent condition. The December annual of 2011 was done by a beach dealer. In fact, all the maintenance on this airplane since new has been in a beach dealer shop. It's a one-owner airplane since new with no damage history, always hangared, in almost perfect condition. It has the Garmin GFC 700 flight control system, which has the autopilot flight director, slaved HSI, yaw damp, and altitude and vertical speed pre-select. Come visit us at Carolina Aircraft, Greensboro, North Carolina, and see this beautiful G36 and all of our other Bonanzas and Barons. And be sure to visit carolinaaircraft.com or give us a call at 336-665-0300. Have a great day.